Hi guys, welcome to your reading and welcome back to loveology. So happy to have you all here today. So let's take a look at the energy that's out on the table for you. Amazing. I'm seeing the phoenix rising from the ashes here. And we're in Taurus season as I'm filming this, but we still have a lot of Aries energy. We have Mars in Aries, we have Saturn, Neptune in Aries, Chiron is still in Aries, and this is like your Phoenix moment, a new phase for you, rising from the ashes. So that's telling me that you've been through maybe painful endings or just endings in general, and you're coming out of that now. So there is somebody that is on your mind, or you're on somebody's mind and heart. Somebody wants to call you, send you a message. They're thinking of you. They want to tell you something. They want to inform you something. Inform you of something. I'm noticing the pine tree here with almost like the little kind of juniper berries, and I'm coming to you from Sedona. We have a lot of juniper tree here. So you could live in like a heavily wooded area, or pine trees hold a significance, but it's also like pineal pine. That's the third eye. This person could be trying to connect with you telepathically is a big message that I'm getting. And the screen is kind of blank and there's like a heart in the middle. So it could even be if somebody recently out of the blue has like started liking your posts or your pictures, it could be them. That could be like a confirmation for you. But they could also be like looking at a blank screen, writing a message, looking at your phone number, wanting to call you. This person could have had a huge kind of aha moment. You see the wheels there, they're kind of spinning and they're lit up. It's like a crown chakra activation. And this person could have like maybe ghosted you, or they were in a really kind of downward spiral. And I feel like you found a lot of peace. We see healthy choices here, self-love and self-care, being happier, loving life. We see a karmic relationship. Maybe this person had a lot of karmic energies around them. There may have been a third party, but this connection between the two of you, I feel that whatever happened, it had a lot of triggers that were associated with it, a lot of intensity. There was turmoil and it felt very fleeting with like a broken cookie there. This was someone that you could have been engaged to, or you were talking about marriage, but it feels like a spiritual energy here. Maybe this person was really focused on making money or their work. It could be somebody that kind of escapes through being a workaholic, but that's something that was really getting in the way. Was maybe they didn't even have a positive mindset around the connection at the time, and ultimately there was an ending. The relationship was over. You may be feeling like there's no way that this will come back around again. What's dead is dead. So I'm even seeing like Scorpio energy or Scorpio season with Halloween coming in. So, but they want to talk to you. There's something that they've been thinking of you and they want to talk to you. And they may even want to rekindle this new phase and rekindle, rise from the ashes. So let's see what's going on with this person right now. And then we'll look into the bond between the two of you, like where you're still connected. So they're like wavering with this, the Two of Pentacles. Should I, shouldn't I? They're trying to gain balance, and it does go back to like finances, even self-worth and all of that. And it feels like there's kind of like the waters of their emotion or their life, it hasn't been steady for them. We've got the High Priestess from the top of the deck. That's Cancer, Pisces. We've got the Judgment card. See, that is forgiveness and a second chance. And I was feeling this person like telepathically trying to connect with you. Maybe you're having dreams about them, or they're like kind of going over in their head what they can say to you, what they would want to say to you. But there's silence right now. The High Priestess, like, she's kind of mute. She doesn't always speak. She knows a lot, but she doesn't say what she knows. And so this person is trying to tap in. We're seeing a spider web there. And I feel like they wove this relationship into a very tangled web. Judgment is them wanting forgiveness and a second chance and a reconciliation. And the judgment is like a rising from the ashes because it's a total transformative moment of our lives, a wake up call. So this person has had a big wake up call in their life. But with the Eight of Swords, it's like they're still stuck. And what I'm noticing here is that we have an eagle. Here, there's a spirit of an eagle. Here, there's an actual eagle where it's trying to give them a higher perspective. So there's something that this person wouldn't see, didn't want to see, that now they're seeing, but they still don't know how to approach you. And that's where their silence is. I feel their silence is killing them. And it could be your silence too. You could be this high priestess and you could be very psychically gifted and you feel this psychic connection between the two of you. And that could definitely resonate for a lot of you. So, but they're seeing things from a totally different perspective now, but they don't know how to come forward. We're seeing this nod to the etheric, the Akashic realms, the spiritual realms, and like she even has like a skull there of like a large land animal. So it is a nod to death energy. I feel this person has had a big death and they're in their rebirth right now. And you may be there too. So it's like I'm seeing a nod to the spiritual realms, the kind of shadow, the night, the dreaming, the intuition, even fear and destiny with the web there. But also I'm seeing a big nod to the earthly plane, all of this red here and the physicality. But this ultimately, the swords is about the mind. So there's something with this person, their mind, the wheels are turning. They may be replaying things over and over and over again. The eights look like the infinity symbol turned on its side where they're going round and round. And we even see that here, right? With the infinity around and round and round. So one moment they may be really, really close to talking to you, contacting you, coming to see you, whatever that is. And then the next moment they kind of sink back down into all the reasons why they can't. All right, let's keep going. We have the Four of Wands, and that is about union. It can be a card of reunion too. So I feel this person, they're very silently like they're ruminating over you, over your connection, over your relationship. They're thinking about all of the good times. It was like a window or a moment of their life where things were really abundant. They were happy. And the two bears there, they're like baby cubs. So there is like something very pure about this connection that the two of you have. It reminds them, like when they think about it, they feel happiness, they feel joy, they feel the abundance, like just having a great time with you. You felt like home. Definitely has like that kind of twin flame energy. And I'm not trying to romanticize that necessarily. It just means that it's a soul connection here. And with the high priestess, you know, she holds the records, the Akashic records. So it's past life oriented. It's where the two of you have like a lineage together throughout time and space. The Prince of Wands, they want to come forward. I feel, especially now that we're in spring in the Northern Hemisphere, I know for those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, you're in fall, but like their fire is lit for you. And this is all about courage and them wanting to talk, wanting to communicate, wanting to come forward, wanting to take the action. It's almost like they're looking for that magical moment with a unicorn being there, you know, and the lion is like the heart of courage. So maybe their pride got in the way. I feel their pride can often be their downfall. But they love really passionately. They love you very passionately. And they know that you were really there for them. Queen of Cups coming in. So we have like Aries, Leo, Sag, Pisces, Cancer, and now we have Cancer. So Jupiter's in Cancer right now, squaring over to Mars in Aries, right? Yeah. So there's a Mars-Jupiter square right now where this is getting under their skin. They, again, this person remembers the love that you gave them. There's a lot of passion in your connection, a lot of love. And I feel that maybe with a Prince of Wands, they were a bit immature. They acted immaturely. They weren't committing. They could have been hot and cold. High priestess, she can be not only mute, but she can also be celibate. The Prince of Wands would be the opposite. He's got a lot of passion and lust, with the lion being there. It's a nod to strength. And he's also very communicative and expressive. So I feel this hot and cold energy with them, but you were more steady. You are extremely psychic here, and I feel that's where the two of you are tapping in with each other, because there's also this side of them that's very spiritual as well. All right, so let's keep going here. Let's clarify these messages. And this door, my desk drawer, just keeps opening and closing. So I feel it's where it's even for them. They open their phone, they pull up your contact information or your socials, and then they close it. So they're lacking courage, or they have been lacking courage. So what's the High Priestess? Thank you, Spirit. We have the Page of Wands. See? They really, really want to come out of this kind of isolating, mute, kind of silent energy. They want to talk. Some of you, you're going to get a message from them, and it's just going to be very casual, maybe even flirty. Like it may be where they send you a meme that's a joke, or they may say, hey, handsome, hey, sexy. You know, it's that kind of energy. Again, it doesn't quite have the maturity at all that a Queen of Cups does. So what's the Judgment? Like, what is this forgiveness? What is this wake-up call? I feel that they've got like spring fever, but they only have it for you. They have spring fever, but only for you. Because you're a Queen of Cups here. So they're missing your love. All right, Judgment, look at that. You can't make this up. There's the High Priestess. They're afraid. There's some fear here. But this is like, they're feeling like if they don't take this moment, this opportunity to contact you, that you're going to close the door. The High Priestess, she sits between the two pillars. One is mercy and the other is severity. Are you going to be harsh and severe with them, or are you going to have mercy and compassion and give them another chance? This is what they're asking themselves. And this is a masculine energy. Page of Wands twice. That could even be the Knight of Wands. High Priestess twice with the Judgment card. So they're getting this wake-up call, but it's like they haven't told you what happened. There's something they've been keeping secret from you, or that you don't know about what happened. And it's something I feel that they've even been guarding. Now, with the Pisces energy, it doesn't mean that like something really gnarly happened in their life. It's more of a spiritual awakening here, a spiritual energy that's moved through them. Maybe they really took a time out with their own life. Maybe they've been doing a lot of soul searching. This person actually, they could have been maybe getting readings about your relationship, about you and them. This person could have been doing some type of spiritual research, looking things up, wanting to know more about spiritual topics. They could be in a course of study even, and they want to take advantage of this fire energy right now. And they feel like if they don't, because it's a thumbs up. If it comes out in the reverse, that's my thumbs down. This person could have had some issues sexually, like a temporary impotence, or where they were not, their sexual appetite was really low. They weren't feeling well. This Pisces energy can be mental health. They may have had a mental health kind of moment or crisis, or a time where, because not to be crass, but this is my boner card, okay? Oh gosh, some of you are going to be clicking off and you're going to be like, forget this channel, I can't listen to this, but it's the truth. And so they are feeling the passion for you. This card right here, kind of, I'm going to show you, we're going to take it, see how it went. Look at that. So they're looking out. They're trying to make a decision here. It's a choice point for them. It is a choice point, and there's a lot of fire. and fire and water, because the high priestess, like, look at her robe. It looks like flowing water. And then there's the crescent moon of like a new moon. And then there's the full moon, right? Pomegranates, that's fertility. That's kind of sensuality, sexuality. So water and fire is alchemy. I feel they were sort of drowning for a while in something. What's the Eight of Swords? What's preventing this person from coming forward? So many cards. But look, we have the Death, Scorpio energy, but that's also Mars. You know, Mars, because even with the Emperor, that's Mars energy. So many cards. Eight of Wands. They do want to come forward. It could have been a very slow death between the two of you, but they have not let go. You know, the Emperor, it could have been their way or the highway. That's somebody very controlling, but an emperor in his own right. So this person, Page of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, could have really been dealing with things in the material world and not wanting to open their heart. That's the Four of Pentacles. You see how that one pentacle, both his hands are there. It's covering his heart chakra, but he's like a captain of industry there in the background, like, you know, dealing with things inside of the material world. There's some big cycle that this person has been in. That's a card of Saturn. So it's like a hard-earned lessons, karmic lessons, but ultimately it matures you. And that's really what they were stuck in, more Pisces energy. And for some of them, it could have been around another relationship with the Queen of Pentacles coming in there. But it ultimately, it was something that was preventing them from moving forward and talking to you. And I feel that the two of you did have an ending here. And here's the Temperance. So with this Eight of Swords, it's been a lot about their own soul healing. This drawer will not stay closed. This relationship is not meant to stay over and closed. With this drawer, it keeps opening. Divine timing, patience, moderation. They're working it out here. They have very extreme energy. You could be dealing with someone who is more of an extreme person. They have a lot of duality, a lot of polarity. And they've been working on this. This is a card of soul work, okay? And it's also a card for me of being spiritually kind of connected and married. Fire and water, different elements that have to come together. So they want to smooth it out. They do want to come forward. Let's clarify the rest of these, because this is kind of, oh, there was that Eight of Swords flipped over. So Spirit's really saying, yeah, they're trapped inside of their own mind though. This is self-limiting for them. They've been limiting themselves, but I do feel that within that, they've been doing a lot of soul work. So, all right, with the Four of Wands here, we have the Sun and the Eight of Pentacles. So it could be that this person is having, like, they've been fine-tuning their life, refining their life, gaining strength through work, through hard work. They may have a breakthrough around the work that they do, and this is something that's giving them confidence. It's kind of transmuting that Eight of Swords. So they're finding success right now and happiness through their work. And ultimately, it could be somebody who's been overworking themselves, and now they're like kind of ready to come out and have some fun, show you what they've been working on. The eights go back to the Strength card, and it's ultimately like where somebody's working on their own self-mastery. I don't feel that this person, we're going to take these cards next, but I don't feel that this is somebody who's been like out partying or doing really bad things, like toxic things. I feel it's someone who's been in a quieter space, who's been doing some inner work, spiritual work. And I also feel it's somebody who's been working really hard. And I feel with the Sun coming in, they're having a breakthrough. And I feel that this is the energy of spring into summer. It's in real time. So you're going to be hearing from them, okay? And I feel like they've been maybe even, it's nothing, like he looks torn and tattered. He's just focused on one pentacle at a time and getting it right It's where practice makes perfect. It's an apprentice who becomes a master. So this is a big moment of their own self-mastery. Whatever they've been working on, they're having a breakthrough. With the Prince of Wands, we got the Judgment again. See, I told you. This person is going to be coming forward. They're going to get the courage here to come forward and ask you for forgiveness. The Judgment card, it's a finality. So it's like, this is something, it's a total transformation around this individual. Now, this could be somebody that you haven't spoken to in a long time. It could be a full year because we got one ace. So it could be a full year, okay, that you haven't spoken to this person. A full kind of trip around the sun could have to do something with your solar return, their solar return. That's a birthday. So this is creating a finality, like where it's not going to be imbalanced, wishy-washy. They're going to come in knowing completely what they want to say and what they want to do. So we have the Three of Cups with the Five of Wands here, and it's coming in with this Queen of Cups. So I feel that there's something that maybe you still need to say to them. For some of you, maybe there was a third party, or maybe there was interference with other people. Okay, so that's why maybe they went so quiet and they went into a different type of space, like a liminal space, because there could have been too many people interfering, third parties. Maybe they were partying a lot. Maybe they were choosing other people over you. They were doing something. Also, I feel this is your energy, like the Three of Cups, that's your friendships. And also, you don't want to just be an option. You want to see that this person is going to fight for you. You may make them work for it. Maybe you're dating someone else, or maybe you just are very active right now socially with your networks, attending different events or parties, or, you know, you're out and about, you're feeling good. So you may want them to work for it. That's something else that I'm seeing. You may have other suitors. So you maybe, you know, there's a part of you that's like, you're going to have to work for it, you know. But this may also be what you're going to be confronting them about. All right, so let's see what else Spirit wants you to know. Let's get some Oracle. Spirit, show me more about this. Also, we've seen two horses, like a horse and a unicorn. So that's movement, it's magic. And the inner child is coming in. If any of you wanted to have a family with this person, marriage, children, Queen of Cups is the mother, I see that that's something they've been working on. Like working on in their own psyche here. So I feel that this is something that maybe for some of them, that's the thing. Do they want to get married? Do they want to have a family? So that could have been the kind of holdup. And ultimately, I feel this is where they're making the choice, yes, to come forward. So what is this person's energy? Good luck. Interesting. So this is actually a time that feels more fortuitous. It may have felt just like it was really unlucky. No matter what the two of you did, you just couldn't make it happen. And so it's the energy of the Wheel of Fortune. Again, the sun is there. So that's like the ultimate in love and happiness and having a breakthrough and the light returning with Judgment, Archangel Gabriel being there to sound the trumpet. That's the messenger from God. So for some of you, they want to bring up this third party energy with the Three of Cups. For some of you, there was a third party. That was a very toxic connection. It was codependent. And Spirit's giving you the message of autumn. So that's when like the leaves fall. Autumn is a time when we release, right? The leaves are falling. So this person has released that third party energy, and whatever interference it was, that could have been around friends or siblings or family. So that has run its course. That has definitely run its course. You're now in a time where it just feels like there's better luck for you guys. Patience, new perspective, celebration. You were definitely heartbroken over this. I see that. All right, let's get a few more messages. Thank you, Spirit. Show me what my viewer needs to know. Feeling it again. Yeah. And maybe you're even wondering, are you going to feel the sparks again? Are you going to feel the chemistry? Are you going to feel the love? Yes, it's a real connection, affection, sparks flying. So that's a huge message for you guys. Infatuation. This person really has not let go of you, and it may have kind of gone both ways, you know? Maybe they were in denial with just how much they cared for you. Maybe it felt like it was more physical, because I'm just seeing the Page of Wands twice with the Ace of Wands, you know, very physical, a lot of chemistry. Maybe it was more sexual in nature, but there was so much attraction there between the two of you. Opposites attract, you know, and so it could have felt like the two of you were opposites in many ways, but the connection's really there because ultimately you balance each other out. Temperance, Two of Pentacles. What else, Spirit? Give me a few more messages and then we'll get you some advice. Secretive. So you may be feeling like this person didn't tell you everything. I got that from the High Priestess. Like they were sneaky, dishonest, mysterious, hiding information. But ultimately, so this is the time where that cycle closes. They really have been soul searching. I felt that. Inner work, deeper meaning, and spiritual path. So I feel this is what they're going to come forward to talk to you about. Like they're going to tell you the journey. My nose is itching like crazy. They're going to tell you the journey that they've been on. They're going to want to share it with you. They're going to give you like all the information that you want to know. So you're going to be able to ask the questions and you're going to get answers that are going to make sense to you, that feel like truth. It will have the frequency of truth. Okay. So let's see what we have for you. So here we have for you, look at this. We have the sun and lightning. This is coming in quickly. And it's a blessing. So it may even feel shocking. You're shocked. It comes in so quickly. It's information that comes in quickly. It's communication, that love call. It comes in quickly. Look at that. So this is coming in fast, out of nowhere. It could even be during Gemini season because Uranus is in Gemini. When the sun meets up with Uranus, which would be like at the end of May, that could be a timing that Spirit's giving me. And we got the sun card twice. And it almost looks like a sphinx there. So, and there's also a moon there. I feel the two of you really are soulmates. With the sun and the moon card being there, and the sun being here. So it's coming in very quickly. And it may even shock you. But when this person comes forward, yeah, whatever cycle you all have been through with the Aurora Boreal, the snake eating its own tail, it's complete. So this old cycle is complete. This is a brand new phase for you two. And the snake that eats its own tail, it's like, it refers to almost like a core wound where the snake bites down and punctures itself. And so it speaks to a core wound and that there's been a big healing around wounding for you and for this person. It's going to be very grounded. This person may have been on some spiritual quest with the holy mountain there. They really have done a lot of soul searching and they're going to tell you about it. So, okay, you guys, those are your messages. If you're interested in a personal session with me, see, and my desk drawer just opened one last time for you. If you're interested in a personal, please send me an email. I'm booking for this month, and we typically do them over Zoom, WhatsApp, FaceTime, that kind of thing. Or I can pre-record a video for you and upload it as a private link to YouTube and mention this video, and I will give you a special rate. Okay, you guys, thanks so much for being here. See you all soon.